I got the red and black thing going on. The red that fade into black.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Yeah,
a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
I was
34 now. Here's first and 10.
Something like that with their uniform. Just that bullshit they got going on. The soccer polo jersey shit.
Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 64 yards. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal. And it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone.
And
only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And this one
damn, they really don't got no line.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
I fucked that up. But you
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Yes, you did.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down.
I tipped that shit right to you.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Handoff now to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Robinson with another carry. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Ritter off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
This defense, they came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Ritter will set up to throw it. And it's a short one.
I didn't get it,
man. Now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in.
What?
It's complete.
I thought I caught that,
Huge
bro.
play there for Chicago. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
Yeah, you got your promo with your ass.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. When the Falcons' defense stands tall, they'll get the football back. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, they'll trade their mama.
So we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Who can get back that can do the number Julius do? That's very hard to do, bro. Shit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Yeah.
Ritter to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Van Jefferson, 59 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well. I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front.
Rock
but I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
What soap opera are you watching?
Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, I know. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. After that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's Jaguar. I was there.
Looking for more. That's going to be knocked away.
Man, God bless the person.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation on 4th down.
It's a Puff Daddy.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete.
How that not a pick?
Convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's a down south ditty.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Yeah, you were there. You know, they need to better that happen, right, Jaguar?
The extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone.
No, but
not 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
But you were there for every incident in the world, bruh.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Man.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
They need to run it
exactly
back,
a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stepped up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
I don't know why you draft
It's still
Caleb
open for the
Williams. You don't got
coordinator.
none of this shit. He's just going to be another Fields.
He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation
it's
definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Nah.
Caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50,
that nigga came out of nowhere, like,
They'll get this complete downfield to connect.
Like, what the fuck?
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. Here's Fields. Rolling to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Herbert will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team got through. Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Ritter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes
you could have kept going, bro.
Before going out.
Yeah, you got one man to beat.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Back to throw. A throw left side taken in by Connell. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Ritter back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Okay, ready? That's what that was.
On play action, here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Robinson.
Nigga, you never live where he's at, nigga.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and
but
they gave up no
all
cutback
that
angle.
bullshit.
You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Down the sideline he goes. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
No.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone.
You had it. You had that
touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. But the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down.
We came over. I was going to throw it real quick, and I thought nobody did.
In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Ritter off the play fake. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of
that's
contributors.
Perfect,
but
though,
that's his
man.
2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
That's it.
Extra point by Coop, up and good.
Okay.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bears
Oh, yeah.
Bradley Pinion set to kick
All
off.
right.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors
Yeah, I
following the
know.
touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
You know what the fuck you
told
them.
You
have no idea.
Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Oh, yeah, that's the accuracy.
By Jesse Bates, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the
I
end
thought I
zone,
caught
but
that,
it's
man. What the
incomplete.
fuck
That was a
happened,
touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one
It's
away.
an exhibition game right now.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
Now
how about this return?
Shit.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
We all know the teams never want to use
Why
the
you
word
don't
panic,
want to put a crazy
but if they
number,
expect
man?
to win this game,
Act like I don't
it has
do
to
that
start
all the
right
time.
here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
St. Brown motioning left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
Yeah, Biz
And
got
just no
number
chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming
O-line,
up.
running back, everything, nigga.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50,
got a
here's
foul, man.
Fields.
No,
And that one not
Biz
to be.
got
It's
a back like
incomplete.
Singletary.
So he
He's
couldn't
like
hook up.
Singletary.
His time is now run out on this 3rd
That's not
quarter
even
play.
his NY style.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. DJ Moore. And they stop him up short of
He
the
just
first
ran your
down as
play
they
over.
get him at about
Okay, I
the
got this.
43. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mesh post. Oh,
And
shit, he
this
did
is
it
caught.
again.
He hits Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants
Yeah, I
anything
know
to
about
count
the
as a
way.
moral
They just
victory.
ran the end zone.
Boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He don't be protecting.
Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Yeah.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On the move to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ritter. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Again?
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Going play action, Ritter.
With your boy, O's in the party, man. He said hello.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb as soon as they can do it.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Fields now to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. That's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
No. That's a do and teaser all about going outside.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That one deep for London. And it's knocked away.
BK7 got kicked. I don't think he coming back.
Struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking the foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball, causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
See, there you go.
Motivation for the rest of the time that they play. To hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here we go.
Fields throwing again. Flushed out right.
What the
improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Whoever takes Chicago and build them into a powerhouse. Ain't the Giants up?
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points.
You got to see Danny Dime talk about
that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The decision made for them. They've got to go.
Stupid.
It's fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's true. It's true, dog.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play.
It's true, I'm stupid. Where you get that from?
Results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I'm talking about Danny Dimes, motherfucker.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
If I'm stupid, how come I know that Jamaican not never?
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the Sticks.
And the Falcon first down.
They'll run it now with
I'm
Robinson.
just saying, you ain't do shit.
Play goes nowhere. Losing yards back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
I talk about Danny Dimes.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah,
Where did he say I'm
stupid? The team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, I mean, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was...
No, you know, he said what I said is stupid. That's what he meant. I don't know, nigga. I don't know. What the fuck you trying to say? How I know? How I know? Nigga, it's common sense, nigga. That is common sense. Stupid ain't come out of his mouth. It didn't come out. No, but he said what I said is stupid. He didn't really call me stupid. He said my comments are stupid.